You know, sometimes the internet can really surprise you. Let's do this. Hi everybody, BionicDance here. And you know, I've been doing this for what, 4, maybe 5 years? For a while now anyway, might only be 3. Point is that I've seen people come, I've seen them go. And one thing has been made abundantly clear to me, and that fact is that for a lot of people, when it comes to having discussions on the internet, it's very much, symbolically at least, about dick sizing. It's about being right and being seen to be right. It's about your rep. It's about your reputation. It's about who you are. It's about being right and being seen to be right. Yeah. See, and that's kind of a problem when what you want to have is a discussion. And there are a lot of people who seem to think that I'm one of those people. Truth is that I'm actually not. I want to have a discussion, but I get misinterpreted a lot. There are a lot of times where I'll say one thing and people think I mean another. And then when I try to clarify what I've meant, people don't accept the clarification very often. A lot of times what I'll have people do is they'll say, well, no, you really meant what I thought you meant. Tough shit. Now you have to defend the thing I thought you were saying. And they'll present, you know, here's another definition of this word. And I'll be like, well, but I was using this definition. They'll be like, tough, you have to use the definition I chose. Defend that definition. And I'm like, but that's not the definition I was using. Tough shit. You have to use my definition. You know, and they'll present all these ways that they can justify their misinterpretation as if I didn't mean what I meant. And I'm like, okay, so you've come up with all these reasons and ways that what you thought I meant could be valid, but that's still, you're not the one who said what I said. Can't you just take my actual meaning sort of at face value? Really? Because I said what I said, I meant what I meant, I really did. You know, and I'd like to have a discussion on that basis. You know, because the best way to have an actual discussion is if you hear what I have to say and you know, discuss what I'm actually getting at, because otherwise we're just talking past each other. That's no way to have a civil discussion, is if you expect me to defend something I never said. I mean, how are we going to actually have a discussion on that basis? We can't. But some people don't want to do that. Some people are like, well, I couldn't possibly have been wrong. There's no way my interpretation of your words could ever have been incorrect, so you have to actually have meant what I thought you meant. That's just all there is to it. You know, either that or they're, you know, just being jerks and trying to bust my chops. It could be that too. They might just be trolls. But the point is that, you know, on the internet, a lot of people just cannot admit that they're wrong. That's just all there is to it. There have been times when I've admitted I was wrong. I have a Star Wars video. It's a long-ass video, and I admit I'm wrong like 7 minutes in. But, you know, there's that, and there's a few others. As long as the facts are indeed on your side, I'll do it. But also part of the problem is that when someone is right, a lot of the time what they will do is they can't just be right. They have to, you know, make a neener out of it. They have to be, aha, I was right, you were wrong, you know. But I guess also part of the problem there is that when someone, you know, refuses to admit that they were wrong, when you finally get them to do so, or when you are finally right, well, you know, there's a lot of like, well, I'm going to hit you in the ego, since clearly you have an ego about being wrong. It'd be nice if we could just, once in a while, say, all right, yeah, the facts are on your side. My bad. You know, it'd be nice if we could do that, because then we could actually have more civil, reasonable discussions. But of course, on the internet, we're also playing a lot of video games, and there is a lot of, you know, that going on. So that also makes a real difference. Now, a couple of days ago, I have a Google alert set up to tell me when people make BionicDance videos about or to me. So I got an announcement telling me that Integral Math, whatever, had made a video about one of my videos. And I watched it, and he had rather badly misinterpreted my point. It doesn't even matter what the video was about. He had just gotten it rather badly wrong. You know, I read through a lot of the comments section, and a lot of other people are basically saying, you know, that wasn't my interpretation of what BionicDance was saying either. Here's what I think she was really saying, and all those people commenting had actually gotten it right. They understood what I was getting at, where Integral Math didn't. And, you know, I'm getting really sick and tired of fighting. I really am. I do want to have these more, I don't want to say intellectual, but civil discussions on the internet. I want to talk about the issues more. I want to actually discuss and progress more. So I left one comment. One comment to Integral Math, and I decided to leave it alone after that. I said, actually, because he had commented to these people, and he said, no, I think she said what I thought she was saying. That's what he said to them. He said to, you know, some of these people, he's like, no, I'm pretty sure my interpretation is correct. I left a comment to that saying, actually, no, those people got it right. Those people, they got me right. They interpreted me correctly, and you got it wrong. I'm sorry. You know, and I left it alone after that. I said, fuck it, I'm out of here, because otherwise this will devolve into an argument. Screw it, I'm gone. You know? So imagine my surprise when I get another Google alert telling me about this.
So BionicDance swung by my channel to let me know that my impression of what she was arguing was incorrect. I'll concede the error and accept her correction that what she meant was something otherwise. And everyone take a note. This is what it looks like when someone's wrong and they're conceding error. Have a great day.
So, okay, at first I didn't know how to take this, because I was flabbergasted. You know, you don't normally see this kind of thing. This is almost unprecedented on the internet. You know, someone actually saying, hey, look, you know, I got it wrong, and I freely admit it. How often do you see that? You know, so I went to his channel and I left a comment basically saying how unexpected I found it, but that also it was gracious, and I thanked him for it. And I mean, because what else could I do? You know, if I went, "Rawr, victorious, haha, in your face, bitch," I'd be being a complete dick. And that's not even how I felt, you know? I was like, mostly well, okay, to be perfectly honest, part of me was slightly suspicious. You know, maybe it's just my nature, but part of me was thinking that he was maybe trying to, I don't know, show me up in some way. I've had people do that, where they're like, well, I'm going to prove how much better I am than BionicDance by being the gracious one and showing how much of a cunt stain she is, you know, and things like that. But really, what I wanted was to clarify my position so that if there was more of a discussion to be had, it could be had on the basis of our actual positions. And I don't know, for all I know, he does actually agree with my real position, or maybe there is still a discussion to be had because he doesn't agree with my actual position. I don't know. But ultimately, this is how it should go. Thus the title of my video. Well, actually, it's down here now, isn't it? They've changed it. But point is, I would love to see more situations work themselves out like this one just did. Because it's okay to disagree, but but we should be able to disagree on the basis of each other's actual positions. I've had far too many arguments and fights where it's like, well, like I say, I think you mean X when you actually mean Y, but I refuse to back down and listen when you explain that you mean Y, because damn it, I can't possibly be wrong about what I think you meant. And that's killing the discussion before it even begins. That's such a pain in the ass. And here we've got someone who actually listened, and that's amazing. You know, that's absolutely amazing. This is how it should be. And I wish it was like that more often. I really do. Well, anyway, so I need to give a heartfelt thanks out to Integral Math for, well, having integrity. So, yes, thank you for that. As best I can, because I don't know. I just, this, like I say, this is unprecedented, and I don't know how to deal with it, because, you know, like I say, that's not how the internet works. It's just not, and I wish it were. I really do. Anyway, this is BionicDance saying until next time, fellow space travelers. Please take the time to rate this video. And hey, if you dig what I do, subscribe. And please visit my Zazzle store, where you'll find all kinds of BionicDance merchandise. Rating videos has been found to cause fresher breath, enhanced metabolism, and greater sexual magnetism.